Hey guys, in this video I will be taking a look at the BWC Thunderbolt, which is basically a budget Android smartphone which is currently available at MobiCity. So in this video I am basically going to show you the hardware, and I will also talk about the software briefly. So let's get stuck into the video. On the front of the device you basically have the cordless speaker and the front facing camera, which is 3 megapixels. We have a 720p HD screen, and I can check the pixel density in a minute. And at the bottom here we have a menu button, the home button and the back button. If we take a look at the left side of the device, there are no buttons there. On the right side of the device we have the power button and the volume up, volume down rocker. At the top of the device we only have the headphone jack there. And at the bottom of the device we have the micro USB port, and you can probably see the microphone there next to it. Now if we take a look at the back of the device, we have a flash and the 8 megapixel camera, and at the bottom here we have the external speaker. Now to remove the case, I believe that you can remove it from one of the corners. I'm not sure whether or not you can see it, though there was a little slit there which allows you to remove the back cover, which I am going to do now. Now the back cover of the device is off, it's just plastic. And now this is basically what the back of the device looks like. You have a pretty big battery. It is 2800 milliamps I believe. So it's a pretty big battery. It will last you a whole day. And the device actually comes with 2 batteries, which is pretty neat. Now if we take a look here, you might be able to see that it takes 2 full-sized SIM cards. So it doesn't take micro SIM, it takes the standard SIM cards. And we have SIM card slot 1, which takes a WCDMA GSM SIM card. And SIM card slot 2 only takes a 2G GSM SIM card. So I believe for 3G, the device is 3G 850 and 2100 megahertz. And for 2G, I'm pretty sure it's quad band GSM. And over here we have a micro SD card slot. By default, the device has 4 gigabytes of storage, though you can actually expand the storage up to an additional 64 gigabytes via the micro SD card. So that's pretty much it for the back of the device. So I'm going to insert the battery back in. Hopefully this is the charged battery. And I'm going to turn it on. I may have put the battery that has no charge in. Let me try the other one. Okay, that's the battery that has charge. Now I'm going to put the cover back on. And the device is turning on. And I believe that the device is running Android 4.1 from memory. I can double check, I can't remember off the top of my head. And it also doesn't have any bloatware on top of it, so it's pretty much pure Android for the most part. As you can see, I don't currently have any SIM cards inserted in the device. The one thing I did notice when I first started using the device is that it is actually pretty snappy. It's a lot faster than I was expecting it to be. It's pretty smooth. The touch screen is really nice. It's obviously a capacitive touch screen. There's no lag or delay whatsoever, which is pretty good considering that it's a budget Android smartphone. So now let's just confirm the version of Android under System Settings and About. About Phone. And as you can see there, it is Android 4.1.2, so it's a pretty recent version of Android. And we also have this other setting in the menu which I quite like. It's called Scheduled Power On and Off. So for example, you could set up the smartphone to turn off at 11 PM every night and to turn on at 7 AM every morning, which is pretty neat. Some people prefer to do that rather than to use the Do Not Disturb feature. And now I am going to show you the benchmark of the phone, or I will show you the specs, and then I will show you the benchmark score, or that is the phone's benchmark score, 12,609. So let me quickly show you the phone's info in the software before I take a look at that. Okay, device info. Okay, so it's got a 720p display. It's got a quad-core CPU. I believe it's 1.2 gigahertz. There should be more information under system information. So yeah, see the quad-core processor, 1.2 gigahertz, 720p HD display, 320 dpi pixel density. And it has roughly got a gig of RAM, 972 megabytes. And the SD card size, you can ignore that, it's basically got 4 gig of internal storage. There it says it has a 12.6 megapixel rear camera and a 4.9 front-facing camera. I'm not sure whether or not that's correct. As far as I'm concerned, the device is supposed to have an 8 megapixel rear camera and a 3 megapixel front-facing camera. So I'm not sure if that information there is actually correct from the benchmarking software. Now let's actually go to the chart. So as you saw before, it has a benchmark score of 12,609. Now let's actually compare that to another device. The best device to compare that to is one that's slightly older yet still popular, such as the Samsung Galaxy S2. Now this device is obviously cheaper than the Galaxy S2. So let's actually compare the two scores. I believe that this device is, somewhat faster. It might just take a couple of minutes to load. Oh, 1 second. I had to click compare 1 second. Yep, here we are. So basically this device, the BWC Thunderbolt, has a score of 12,609, whereas the S2 has a score of 9,682. The S2 is still a good device today. It's still pretty powerful, more than powerful enough for most people, and this device is pretty powerful too. I consider myself to be a power user when it comes to using mobile phones, and I didn't experience any lag with this phone whatsoever. So as you can see, it's got a higher score in every category, except for the bottom one here, which is SD card read. Though for everything else, it's got a better score than the Galaxy S2. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm not sure if there was anything else I can show you. I'll quickly show you a couple of pictures I took on the device. So this is a picture I took of SpongeBob on the front-facing camera. It's decent considering it was taken on the front-facing camera. Just a picture of my desk there on the rear-facing camera with flash turned off. Though there was a bit of a light glare which may have had a bit of a negative effect on the photo. And here's a picture of a remote control with flash turned on. It's pretty clear, you can read all of the text, etc. So I'm quite happy with that photo. So that's with the flash turned on, and there's more or less the same photo with the flash turned off. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Though, the camera is not too bad, you can't really complain for such, a cheap smartphone, though it will definitely get you by it. If you don't take a lot of pictures, then it's definitely more than good enough. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm not sure if I've missed anything. I probably have. Though I'm going to put the links to the product in the video description below. Basically, tell me what you think of the device. You can visit the link below to see more product specifications. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and thanks for watching.